And then the stories so far: Arthur's Victory next and Supreme Ruler. 5 lengths to I Get It. And then $1 Million Lady. Boss of the Bus, Ragman's Corner. Fremantle Doctor, Tint and Glow. Going towards the next flight, number 4. And further spaced out, it's Mercury in the lead. Danny Mullins replacing Paul Townend, who sits out today. Lightkeeper handy in second for Jack Kennedy. In third is Art Chesney. As they go away from that downhill flight, Art Chesney, the man of Shane O'Callaghan. On to the next. It's Mercury in the lead from Lightkeeper, Art Chesney next. And then the story so far: Arthur's Victory and Supreme Ruler. 5 lengths to I Get It. And then Boss of the Bus, Ragman's Corner, $1 Million Lady, Fremantle Doctor and Tint and Glow tailing off. Down the far side they go to the halfway stage. Mercury by a reduced 3/4 of a length to a length over Lightkeeper. Stretching on by over 4 lengths to Art Chesney as they jump the flight just before the point at which they started. Art Chesney is closely followed by the story so far: Improving, the Supreme Ruler, as they jump the flight at the completion of the circuit. Mercury followed by Lightkeeper, Art Chesney. Supreme Ruler, the story so far, and Arthur's Victory. And these 6 have gone clear from Ragman's Corner, and then I Get It. Making the run along the side of the track. In front is Mercury by a length to Lightkeeper, nudged along in second. Moving into third place, Supreme Ruler, and then Art Chesney. Was followed then by the story so far and Arthur's Victory. As they come to this flight, which is 3 from the finish. Mercury up and over by 2. A mistake by Art Chesney. Heading for 2 out. Mercury from Lightkeeper, Supreme Ruler. Mercury over that from Lightkeeper. Jumping it sideways in third, Supreme Ruler, and then Art Chesney. The story so far and Arthur's Victory, but turning in with 1 flight left in the SPK Maiden Hurdle. Mercury is all over them, turning in with 1 to jump from Lightkeeper, Supreme Ruler. The story so far, Arthur's Victory, and then Art Chesney, who weakens. And approaching the final flight, it is Mercury. Danny Mullins gone well clear from Lightkeeper, Supreme Ruler. The story so far, with the final flight on the doorstep of the long odds on favourite Mercury. Widens the gap to 8 to 10 lengths. Over the last goes Mercury from Lightkeeper, Supreme Ruler, in the story so far. Mercury ignites his career over flights in very good style for Danny and Willie Mullins. And second is Lightkeeper, Supreme Ruler, all out to Hull, which does.
Yeah, pretty simple in the end, wasn't it, for Mercury out in front. As you heard there in commentary, as I expected, sitting out today, Paul Townend. I think he had a nasty tumble, didn't he, aboard Gaelic Warrior in the novice chase. So after all the prize money they picked up over the week, I say that Danny Mullins had most of the Grade 1 winners, didn't he? Had about 3 or 4 himself. So yeah, Paul Townend sitting out, Danny Mullins riding today. May well ride for a lot of this week, actually, before, of course, the big action back over the weekend. But Mercury winning it as expected. Opposition was pretty thin on the ground, wasn't he? I got the forecast, though. We did say, didn't we? Mercury to get the better then of the Gordon Elliott runner. And there we can see the replay of the action. Right, next race then at Punchestown. That will be coming up then very, very shortly indeed at 2:50. Lingfield will just
Thanks, Gordon. Yes, so runners coming out onto the track for this third race. So let's have a look at them.
2-3-2. We have just got 5 minutes then before the off. And it's probably about 4 or 5 of them that stand out here. I've got to chat about Lunar Discovery. One local winner already. That was Nicky Richards. He trains at Greystoke in Cumbria. And Cartmel, which is another course, which is based, of course, in that part of the world. Very close to the Lake District, real picturesque venue, Cartmel. And Lunar Discovery, Charlotte Jones and Jane Moffat. And Lunar Discovery has been a prolific winner throughout his career. He has won 7 of his 4. And he did win his first 2. He was disqualified, actually, at Ayr, where he was actually first past the post. He then ran at Aintree. That was probably tilting at windmills. That was in the big mares national flat race. The Nickel Coin. Mare, of course, won the national back in the 1950s. And so far, it's raced 3 times this season. A winner at Hexham on the heavy ground, followed up by winning at the same Northumberland venue, and then 2nd of 9th at Haydock Park. That was a big step. It was a listed event as well, so that was a very credible run. In behind Nicky Henderson's runner, Pora Puri, with Little Miss Dante back in 3rd, and Elefante was also down the field. Just looking at the form of Little Miss Dante. I've not seen Ashley run since then, so it's a really classy performance. That it's the best form on show. So James Moffat, say underrated trainer. He loves nothing more than a winner at Cartmel. But this horse, perhaps maybe with no disrespect to Cartmel, probably looks to be a little bit too good for that venue. So Luna Discovery might have a good one here. Could go on to bigger and better things. Ben Pauling, we got another Southern Raider here with Drumley Spud. Last race 95 days ago, and that's when it took a rather nasty fall at Stratford. A couple of decent seconds, basically the early part of the autumn period. Worcester, Bangor, like I say, fell at Stratford. That was on the 2nd of November. A race won by Getaway Theatre. Coco Mademoiselle was in 2nd place. Was holding every chance when it came down. Just wondering, though, that rather heavy fall and the break, whether it'll need the running here today. Charlie Lidster, a good dual-purpose trainer. I think Paul Hannigan, I was reading, is going to have a bit of input into this yard. And this one is Don't You Want Me? Slight play on words with the Human League song, wasn't it? I think it was a Christmas #1 as well. Long time ago, though. I think 1981 of the top men. He's been in collateral form here with Little Miss Dante. Got the better of that horse by 3 parts of a length. Again, another one that's running some pretty hot races. He's had 2 runs so far this term, both of them actually at Wetherby. Yeah, but that form of Little Miss Dante is interesting because he got the better of that horse by half a length. And as I've alluded to, Little Miss Dante was involved in that race at Haydock Park, finishing in 3rd spot. Long way behind Luna Discovery. So on that bit of collateral form, you would say that the James Moffat runner does have the beating of Don't You Want Me. Blue Baloo, Sandy Thompson, could do with a change of luck, couldn't he, Sandy? Coming up the holding area, be underway in a few seconds' time. One at Newcastle, that was over 2.5 miles. Got the better of Bishop. So they're running that race actually at Haydock behind Potpourri. So on that run at Haydock, Luna Discovery's got a great chance here. I mean, the price does suggest that as well. That is highlighted in those tote odds. You see it is the favourite. Trying to get it on the fixed odds if I can. Yeah, just slightly bigger than even. So that roughly does seem to be just about the right sort of price. So they are then going behind the tape. So we'll go with Luna Discovery as the favourite, with Darren Owen behind the mic. He's let them go. They're racing.
Off with Don't You Want Me up along the inside of Blue Baloo as they make the approach to the first. Ria Lana's right there. Drumley Spud is also handy with Rain It In Ruby to the outer. Houston then just in behind the lead as the black and yellow quarter jacket of Parkin Fine inside Corsetta with Don't You Want Me on the inner. Coming on towards this next hurdle. And then Ria Lana, Orange Jacket, Luna Discovery, Drumley Spud. They're all following. And then comes Rain It In Ruby to the right. Dark green jacket with big white face on Rain It In Ruby. And then back in behind in the mid-division is Parkin Fine, who's alongside Bluebell Glen. And then Hoosty Reaver, green cap, Smart Lady is following. And then comes Sky's Your Limit. Making the run down the hill towards the first of the hurdles in the straight. Only 2 of them to be jumped on this section of the track, and it is Blue Baloo and Ryan Mania in front by about 2 lengths, with Ria Lana disputing second with Don't You Want Me's in the grey silks to the inside. They're chased by Drumley Spud and Rain It In Ruby. Then comes Luna Discovery. Further back to Parkin Fine, Bluebell Glen and Hoosty Reaver coming on towards this hurdle now. They leave the ground. Smart Lady landed in second last place, and Sky's Your Limit spent plenty of time in the sky there at the back. Going on towards the final hurdle on the circuit, Blue Baloo it is, who continues to make it. From Rialana, and then Don't You Want Me as they jump that hurdle. Hoosty Reaver just backed off in a fraction. So it's Blue Baloo, Rialana, Don't You Want Me, Drumley, Spud, Rainitin, Ruby, Lunar Discovery from Parkin Fine, Bluebell Glen. And then Hoosty Reaver, chased by Smart Lady, and Sky's Your Limit. The back marker is the Rhino.bet British Stallion Studs EBF Mares National at Novices hurdle. The pace is pretty steady, and there'd only be about 10 lengths covering them as they now turn out of the straight. So it's Blue Baloo in front. This Newcastle winner, Blue Baloo, Ryan Mania in the saddle. Going on down the hill, Rialana's in second place. Then a wave of 3 runners for third. Don't You Want Me, Drumley, Spud and Rainitin Ruby are that trio. And they go on down the side of the track, followed by Lunar Discovery, then Parkin Fine, Bluebell Glen, Hoosty Reaver, Blue Jacket of Smart Lady, and then Sky's Your Limit. So going on towards this next hurdle, it's the 6th flight of 10, and it is Blue Baloo who is leading. From Rialana in second place for Nick Schofield. On the extreme out is Rainitin Ruby and Brian Hughes, followed by Drumley Spud as they come to it, then Lunar Discovery. Lunar Discovery just landed perhaps alongside Parkin Fine, maybe given Parkin Fine a bit of a bump there when they landed. So heading now inside the mile marker, or well inside the mile marker, Blue Baloo, Rialana, those two together from Rainitin Ruby, Lunar Discovery, Drumley Spud and Don't You Want Me. From Parkin Fine, Bluebell Glen, Smart Lady, Hoosty Reaver and Sky's the Limit is at the back as they go now towards the last jumping test on the far side. 3 from home. Blue Baloo's made all to this point. Blue Baloo in front of Rialana in the orange silks. And then to the extreme outer is Rainitin Ruby. He's just being shaken up there by Brian Hughes. Just in behind him, Lunar Discovery is in company with Don't You Want Me's in the grey silks to the inside of Drumley Spud, and then a few lengths to Bluebell Glen and Parkin Fine as they make this downhill dash now towards the second last. These are clear then of the others. The stragglers including Smart Lady, Hoosty Reeve and Sky's the Limit. So approaching the turn in, Rialana's going to be the new leader here. Rialana now moving on from Bluebell and then Don't You Want Me, Lunar Discovery and Drumley Spud are both making an effort as Rainitin Ruby loses ground. They're coming on up the hill towards the second last, and it is Rialana joined in the air there by Don't You Want Me as they make the run up the hill. Lunar Discovery is coming to the near side. Blue Baloo's trying to rally, heading down towards the final hurdle. Don't You Want Me and Lunar Discovery now, and it's these two moving on from Drumley Spud. Rialana has dropped away with Blue Baloo. Rialana nearly went to the final hurdle. They're on the flat, and it is Don't You Want Me and Lunar Discovery inside the furlong marker. Don't You Want Me's in front. Lunar Discovery, Charlotte Jones would never say ride on the near side. It is Don't You Want Me, Jamie Hamilton trying to fend off Lunar Discovery. Don't You Want Me in front. Don't You Want Me just repels the efforts of Lunar Discovery, and those two are clear of Drumley Spud and Blue Baloo.
A great battle that, wasn't it, all the way towards the line. Look at that, 2 of them going past the line together. Not too sure if it was a case of Don't You Want Me showing battling qualities, or whether Lunar Discovery didn't want to go past him. And he has won 2 races at Lunar Discovery. Did just slightly have his head to one side though, didn't it? So I think looking at that, we'll have a look at a few pieces of headgear, whether it be cheek pieces or what have you. But mark of 126, Don't You Want Me. Well, there was actually, to be fair as well, between them a whopping £12. That's also made a bit of difference in the end. So the top 2 pulled a long way clear. I think they will be winning some good races this season. Both maybe up in the north of England. Don't know what big festivals they have there. I suppose the Ayr meeting, it springs to mind, doesn't it? The Scottish meeting towards the middle of April. So that's perhaps maybe where two of them might just have a look at towards the end of the campaign. But yeah, good performance by the front pair. Don't You Want Me to come out on top. I think Loon Discovery, perhaps maybe next time when the weights are a little bit closer and with perhaps maybe a bit of headgear, might just be the one to follow there. But Charlie Lister's Don't You Want Me takes that 2:32 over at Carlisle. Next race then from the venue, that'll come at 2 minutes past 3. Good mares handicap chase coming up. Tom Simons has got Royal Mago. And we've also got Leith in there for Antonio Bull. And Game On for Glory, Lucy Wadham and Bryony Frost. And also Janie Hamilton, Rebecca Menzies with Libby. So only 4 lining up, but it's a really good lineup, 0-30 and a cracking first prize as well. Some really good prize money up for grabs for that 0-30 race. But we are heading off now then to Lingfield Park. Jockeys just getting on board their mounts for this 2:45. Small field of 7, so a little bit difficult to perhaps maybe find an each way angle into this race. Although I think you probably could maybe put a line through 3 of them. So the 4 of them that do stand out here, and number 3, that's Birthday Angel for Archie Watson. Number 4, Caustic for Davy Brober and Owen Burrows. That one is very, very well fancied. Number 5 for Colbert Lartigue. And then you've got number 7. And that's a big price, that's 7, isn't it? As you know, it's fancied, isn't it, number 7? Yeah, my apologies. Eleanor Cross 4. Ashie Murphy and Andrew Bond. The only one who's really an each-way price, though, is Birthday Angel. So we probably are now looking, after deciphering the form and dissecting the form, looking actually at an each-way bet. Let's just see if we can perhaps maybe get a clue to 1 or 2 of these. And Caustic, well fancied in a lot of quarters. And he ran very, very well at Wolverhampton last time. And with 2 good bumper runs to his name. I think he's found a really good opportunity here over this 1 mile, 4 furlong event. So, fairly long distance race, 1.5 miles, so 2,400 metres. They just provide a rare opportunity for older horses to avoid having to concede lumps of weight to unexposed sorts in this type of event. So it's good a race they've put together here, the connections, this novice stakes event. So horses then running off level weights, and that's, of course, they've got a bit of an age gap between them. I think Eleanor Cross, them, of course, receiving £5 from Caustic, because she's a filly. Eleanor's Cross, where Caustic, of course, already been gelded, by the way. So Caustic's not raced over 49 days. I think it's his first run of the year. That could just possibly temper a little bit of enthusiasm. But he was dropped in from a very wide draw at Wolverhampton in a race that went a bit of a dawdling pace. It didn't go too much of a gallop. That might just be the danger in this race as well, though, with a bit of small field. We've only got 7, but look in the market, only really 4 of them count. He had to wait for a run on the home turn, whilst the eventual winner and runner-up were already in the top 2 places. And they'd already kicked for home. Made him a fair amount of ground, actually, late in the day. And finished never near a 3rd. He had previously looked the more likeliest one to win on his 2nd, running a bumper at Doncaster. And he certainly does give the impression he's got a win around the corner. He's a winner waiting to happen. And it's worth noting that the jockeys of the 2 market leaders here, Caustic and Eleanor Cross, have actually swapped rides since their last respective runs. But it would be a little bit surprising if Ashie Murphy wasn't riding actually for Andrew Boulding. He, like I say, does ride Eleanor Cross here. So quite a few tips flying around today. So Eleanor Cross, just perhaps maybe a little bit more exposed than Caustic. It's had 4 runs. It's in the Cheveley Park Silks and side by Pivotal. And it's out of a Galileo dam. Galileo mare, should I say. Yeah, down the field at Lingfield. third behind. But official rating of 73. It's got after that defeat at Lingfield last time. That was number 20. It wasn't a very hot race though, wasn't it? It was the Winter Oaks Fillies handicap. Yeah, raced rather wide and did weaken rather badly as well. I don't think it weakened because of the trip, but just plus maybe the quality of opposition that he was up against. Has been dropped a couple of pounds for that. Now does a rating of 73. Of course, just well, he had a couple of bumper runs that I mentioned. Second at Exeter, a race won by Jane Williams, Kel Delage. Trying to see who was the favourite actually in that race. It was a surprising winner. That was Harry Derham's Mapogo. I think maybe the reason why that was favourite was because of the spectacular start to the season Harry Derham's had. And then second again at Doncaster. That was in behind Carved in Stone. Other ones I fancy here, Lartigoufa, Carl Burke and Clifford Lee. Second on his debut. Beaten third behind Composite at Kempton on the 10th of January. Composite Rogue Lar. I think we saw that one run since, haven't we? But Composite was the one who took that race. Yeah, came into the race in pretty good form. And then he got Birthday Angel. He's the each way angle in the race. So, of course, I mean, it's short enough, isn't it? But it does look to be the most likeliest winner. And then we can see the top of the screen. Field of 7 lining up. Looks like we have got 3 of the runners loaded up. Actually, I think it might be a Reg Hill, the one who's just causing a few problems loading up. Actually, Corsick's going to be first one to go in. And then we've got Large Hill. Sorry, Ridge Hill, should I say. And the final pair to go in, Red Circle. And then we've got the grey Birthday Angel. Here's Alan Howes.
The lineup. And they're off. Racing away. It's a mile and a half in front of them. Slightly awkward to start there was Red Circle. And what today is his flat racing debut. Horses won over fences in France. So settling down. And it's the grey Birthday Angel under Kevin Stott. They have the early advantage. The Bayesian dark blue Lartigue just about in second place against the running royalist Spitfire Bridge. In those green and white colours between horses, red, white and blue for Eleanor Cross. Caustic goes on the improve and will be third past the winning line the first time. Towards the rear of the field, Red Circle is second to last and Ridge Hill is detached a further 3 lengths behind him. So into the corner, and Birthday Angel, it was a good second at Kempton a few weeks ago, leading by 3 parts of a length. Over Lartigue in second place, challenged there for second by the improving Caustic. He ran third at Wolverhampton last time. A horse who's got placed form in bumpers in the past as well. Spitfire Bridge moving up to the inside now of Lartigue, heading down the back straight. Then the filly, Eleanor Cross, a further 2 lengths in back to Red Circle, and then Red Chill under Holly Doyle. Down the far side then, they're about to go inside their final 3 parts of a mile. And it's Birthday Angel, who leads by a length and a half. To Caustic and David Probert in second place, the green cab. Then the green and white to the inside Spitfire Bridge. Closely attended to by Lartigue. And then Eleanor Cross. Another length and a half away to Red Circle. Just been kept up to his work there by Kieran O'Neill. And Ridge Hill remains the final runner. So about to turn in towards the final half a mile shortly. And it's Birthday Angel is about to lead them down the side. From Caustic in second place, Spitfire Bridge still handy in third. In fourth there is Lartigue. Eleanor Cross is next on Lartigue's inner. Another length away to Ridge Hill. He's got by now the ease down Red Circle. Inside the final 3 furlongs, Birthday Angel, Caustic, every claim from there. Spitfire Bridge ridden along for more. Eleanor Cross is trying to make her way through. Now pushed along to the outside is Lartigue. Heading towards the top of the home straight, Birthday Angel joined by Caustic. Eleanor Cross Cross now ridden along in third. They're getting away from La Tigue, and then came Spitfire Bridge inside the final furlong. Eleanor Cross tries to get on terms with Caustic, who now kicks for home. Birthday Angel now back in third. Eleanor Cross level with Caustic. These two to fight it out. Eleanor Cross coming home a little bit better, with on the inside Caustic battling away all the way to the line to hit the lights close. Caustic and Eleanor Cross, there's not much in it. Back in third was La Tigue, and then Birthday Angel clear from Spitfire Bridge, and then Red Circle and Ridge Hill.
Came to win that race, didn't it, Eleanor Cross? But oh, saying that isn't the bob actually. Oh, I'll tell you what, I thought of course he could have won it, but I'm not too sure now. You know, it's very, very tight. I'll tell you, it won't be. I think probably hasn't lost it. Probably worse to be a dead heat. I mean, everything did go wrong for him, didn't he? He was always wide on the track. I'm going to have to leave it there because we're off to Punchestown now. They have got down to the start actually in time over this trip then of 2.5 miles, or to give it its new money, if you like, 4,000, just bang on 4,000 metres. Odds on favourite, Linda Arden for Willie Mullins, who else? Brian Hayes actually riding this one. In some very, very famous silks, of course, of John Bowe, Limestone Lad and Solarina and all that, if you've got a long memory. Chief Kingdom, they have decided Paul Nolan to put the blinkers on for the first time. Yet to win in 8 starts. Yeah, Fisher rating of 109. He has been fairly well beaten. He's been running at Limerick on heavy ground. So decided to come for the cheek piece. Then you got All for Rachel, Oliver McKernan. Very consistent, but 0 from 13, so that's a little bit of a worry. Lyndon Arden, 0 from 6. It's only actually just gone to Willie Mullins. So we'll go with a favourite, the way Willie Mullins going at the moment. Their rating is a call.
Arden, the early leader from Ebenezer Scrooge. Close up is Chief's Kingdom, along with Magic Saddler, Padded Island, all on the pace as they turn their head down the back straight. Lyndon Arden by under a length to Padded Island, Magic Saddler, Chief's Kingdom, Ebenezer Scrooge, All for Rachel, 4 lengths to Falcon Park. Directly across from the grandstand, it is Lyndon Arden, just backed off the first, but landed in a lead of a length. Over Padded Island, in third place, Chief's Kingdom, then Magic Saddler, Ebenezer Scrooge, All for Rachel.
Hello, Manus, with lots of pictures. Hello. Yeah, we've lost the pictures. I've lost the pictures, though. Oh, sorry. Right, hello, I'll just say we have lost pictures.